the other thing in my labs that Hi guys, in today's video, I'm just sharing a health update with me and changes I'm making as a 2-time breast cancer survivor. Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Marina Blackford. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe because I do 2 lives a month that you can hop on and ask your questions and share your support for others on the cancer journeys. I'm always giving an update with me. So I last finished cancer treatment about 3 years ago in 2021, and I had triple negative breast cancer twice. I am BRCA1 positive, a genetic mutation on the breast cancer gene. I had a double mastectomy after my first breast cancer experience because of being BRCA. And I did have recurrence, right? So I did AC and Taxol, had clean margins on surgery, and did reconstruction. And I went on to run the Boston Marathon 4 months after all of that, 1 year from being diagnosed. So now, cut to 5 years after that, I have 2 children, a 2-year-old and a newborn, and I feel a lump under this armpit as I'm taking a shower, as I'm washing, right? And I'm like, that doesn't feel right. It's on the side of reconstruction. I can feel it. I notice it. And I just know in my mind, I have to call my oncology team the next day. When something just in your gut doesn't feel right, just act on it. And I'm so glad I did, because they got me in ultrasound biopsy and unfortunately cancer again. So you can see that journey here on my channel. I share it all, bald and everything, raising kids, going through chemo. Now where I'm at is I like to share updates of what to expect from appointments, you know, things I do like breast MRI or ctDNA testing, to check for a heightened amount of circulatory tumor DNA, things like that. And I share a little bit of what I eat and just my lifestyle and my mindset, everything. Right now, I just did a live this morning and I just received a phone call on my lab results from this week. And I have to admit, it started to send me into a spiral. Okay. If you're a survivor, you know, because you're like, what do you mean things are not in a healthy range? You never like to hear that when you've had cancer, not just once, but twice. So things that I know about me is genetically, I am predisposed to high cholesterol. My mom has it. I'm very similar to her in the fact that we both have BRCA1 mutation. So my cholesterol is high. And I want to share this because I think it's important that there are things that I do and then there's modifications I make. And I feel like sometimes there's so much information out there that we just take it all as the truth. Like I have to do things this way or this way, and it gets very confusing. And I'm talking about social media and what people are up to. So I'm gonna be transparent with you here. So I make sure to buy pretty high quality products. So it's gonna almost always be organic in my produce, my wheat, my oatmeal, anything that can be organic is. The milk my children consume. So things like that, pasture raised eggs, organic at the least, free range always, you know, so stuff like that. I've been consuming more grass-fed butter lately just on sourdough bread because I love it. And sourdough bread is pretty easy on the gut versus some other breads. Here's where I need to be transparent. It's not working for me, guys. And you can see it all out there in these people's social media profiles. And we take it as like just honest truth. Like if I consume carnivore diet and grass-fed butter, I'll be fine. And that might be okay for some people, but it doesn't apply to all of us. And that's what I want you to hear in this video is I need to make a change. I need to come back from that, telling myself that grass-fed butter is fine and really minimize it, to be honest. So I'm going back to just olive oil and less sourdough bread likely, but more fiber rich. So I absolutely love eggs, a runny egg. Eggs are good for your mind and body, but less. I need to really just cut back on my eggs again. And I do like oatmeal, and I was craving it yesterday and had a bowl of organic oats that I will put walnuts in and sweeten it with some organic maple syrup and put some almond milk and cinnamon, you know, generally just really good stuff. Raisins, sometimes raisins, just some, that's it, right? No sugar, none. I don't do the instant packet oatmeals because they're generally not organic and they're not it's sugar-free. So stuff like that, right? Just making changes. The other thing in my labs that that sent me into the spiral. It wasn't the cholesterol that sent me into the spiral. It was this, that my white blood cell count is below a healthy range, which is 4 to 11, and mine's below that. And it's been below that before during chemo. Chemo will cause your white blood cell count to drop. And oftentimes you'll get an injection to boost it, something like Neulasta. Sometimes you'll leave your cancer center with a patch, like a little, not little, kind of a patch on you that will administer the shot the next day. So something like that. But I am 3 years out from chemo, and my white blood cell count's really low. Here's what's different in my lifestyle right now. Since June, and it is September, early September, I have been training for the New York City Marathon, and I am so excited. This is a dream come true, a running goal. I ran Boston 8 years ago. I said if I run one more marathon, it will be New York City. You get to run through the city, all 5 boroughs, like amazing. And I had the opportunity this year by applying to the Young Survival Coalition, a nonprofit breast cancer charity, to run on their behalf. And I've been training, and it's not easy. I mean, 8 years later, I've had 2 kids. I've had a lot of chemo. I've had a hysterectomy and ovaries removed. And this just isn't the same body that I've ran in. Could be affecting my white blood cell count. I don't know. I don't really know. All I know is my doctor that reviewed the blood work, just by looking at the report, having her nurse call me, said, call your oncologist. So lucky for me, my oncologist just left my cancer center, and her nurse are fantastic, and they went to another hospital, and I don't plan to follow them there because I'm very happy at this cancer center. So now I have a message into the new oncologist I've been referred to. And that's where I'm at. And I just wanted to share that update. And I wanted to share some of the things I bought at Costco today, because I went down the rabbit hole of like, let's bring in the good food. All right, here is my Costco spread right now. I love getting carrots at Costco. This big bag is less than $4. Huge. I mean, look at the amount of carrots. Carrots is a nutrient-dense food. Beta carotene is so healthy for you. I wash these really well, and I juice them in a NutriBullet juicer. And juicing is a great way to get nutrition from fruits and vegetables, especially when you're on chemo, without having to digest all of this, which is, your gut is affected during chemo. So juicing carrots is fantastic. I can also cook with these. So I bought a bag of just some colored, red potatoes here with a little bit of chicken. Would be nice. Whole foods is the goal when we're talking about our diet. How do you eat, Marina? I eat as well as I can. Just a bag of organic apples. Eating apples with the peel, biting into them, right, is very nutritious. Big bag of oranges. Fine to eat on their own. Lots of fiber and vitamin C, but also I like to juice them with the carrots. And it's just very nutrient dense for your immune system. I also went to get this fiber. This is linked on my Amazon store, a psyllium fiber natural product to help lower cholesterol. And I just need to get back on it. I need to be taking this to help with my cholesterol, since I have a disposition to having high cholesterol. Also bought some, I love buying these organic mushrooms at Costco. I love these with chicken. I love these in eggs, or just as a meat substitute. This sauteed with spinach, I love it. So right now Costco had the roadshow of Suki's. Sometimes I need fast food that is healthy, and this is a pretty clean brand. This is a roasted tomato curry with kale and chickpeas. I tasted it. It's got a little spice, and it was really good. Some of their organic lemon rice here, and I just thought this would be nice to have with this, or some chicken. I normally buy chicken thighs, but hello, this is leaking. I bought chicken breasts this time just to go a little leaner. Some organic red grapes that are in there that I'm gonna wash, because I don't know if that touched the chicken or not. That is what my Costco haul looks like. So here's what I wanna bring up that I think is so important to hear is, when you've been diagnosed with cancer, you will have scans, you will have blood work, you will have a journey that is not done when you're done. And that's why the anxiety still exists a lot of times for us. I usually do daily things like daily walk, gratitude, things like that help me manage that stress. But it's not enough sometimes because there's gonna be things that come up, right? It's just gonna happen because that's life. That's part of living. So when they come up, instead of starting to spiral like I was earlier, I took action. I had them email me all my lab reports from this year and last year. I made a phone call to my cancer center, and I made a note to follow up, if I don't hear in 48 hours, which totally happens. And then I went and took action with some diet and some things I could add in. And that's all I can do right now, guys. But taking that action already makes me feel better. You're worth it. Life is worth it. We all have to hold on to that. Like for a minute, I was just like, oh, I just want to give up. I feel like I try so hard, but we all have a purpose, and my purpose is here to raise my family, to be here for my children, to love my husband and people and you, and I will not give up. Trust me, there's moments and days where you're like, I just want to be normal. But I can't change that. I can't change that I have a genetic mutation, but I can change other actions in my life, and that is just going to bring me back to my gratitude and what I'm here for every day. So I appreciate you guys watching. Take this journey with me because I want to be able to pay forward anything I learn and do this together. You're not in it alone. I'm so happy you're here. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys really soon with a follow-up video. Thanks for watching.